When it comes to Nintendo Directs these days, they're much fewer and farther between. And as far as the ones we have gotten, they've left a lot to be desired. So for me, I didn't have high expectations for Nintendo's E3 presentation. In fact, with how the majority of E3 went, I expected nothing less than for Nintendo to continue the trend. But I was pleasantly surprised to see that Nintendo actually brought an overall solid Direct to E3. Sure, it wasn't perfect, but I think all of the big reveals did the job for most Nintendo fans. And I think that this could be the start of Nintendo's road to redemption in the public eye after over a year of heavy criticism toward the company. Okay guys, we know we've done some things in the past that you aren't fans of. Limited releases, $60 ports, canceling grassroots tournaments of our games. We get it. Yeah, you guys suck. I'm never supporting you ever again. Breath of the Wild 2. What? Breath of the Wild 2. You guys are honestly the best company who's ever existed. In true Direct fashion, things kicked off with Challenger Pack 10, Kazuya Mishima. Now I understand that a lot of people didn't see this as a hype reveal, or even one significant enough for a stage like E3. But you have to understand that Tekken is one of the most influential fighting games of all time, and to have another rep from a new franchise is always hype in Smash. I figured Namco would eventually get another rep in, considering they developed the game. I personally find this to be a badass addition to the roster, and I can't wait to see how Sakurai fit all these inputs into Ultimate's button layout. He's just once again proving to be able to push the boundaries of his game, and I think that's awesome for the competitive scene. Of course, this isn't awesome for Ganon, Falcon, Pit, Min Min, and Marthmanes, whose characters are all dead now. By the way, is it just me, or does it seem that Sakurai looks a lot healthier this time around? I don't know, that just makes me happy. We all know how hard he works, and to see him in good health is very reassuring. Anyways, fuck Smash. We got the real star of the show right here, boys. Monkey Ball is back. Now this is a collection that's worth having. I love me some Monkey Ball. At this point, I'm thinking to myself, damn, this is a pretty solid opening to this Direct. They have to drop the ball with this next one, right? Wrong, motherfucker! Classic Mario Party has made its triumphant return with beloved boards, beloved minigames, online multiplayer. This is what I've been asking for from the Mario Party franchise for years now. I know that they wanted to try to innovate and do new things, but if it ain't broke, you don't need to fix it, and Mario Party is probably the greatest example of that in video game history. Just keep doing what you gotta do with the fucking Mario Party. Metroid! Literally, the only thing that Metroid fans would have taken as a while you wait for Prime 4 was another Metroid game, and that's exactly what we got in the form of Metroid Dread. This, to me, is extremely excited because I don't know if I'm in the minority here, but I've always actually preferred 2D Metroid to the Prime series. I love the Prime series, don't get me wrong, but there's just something about 2D Metroid that I just love so much. Maybe because I grew up playing it, I don't know, but it's that atmosphere and like being in that giant maze. As a kid, like that was one of the most daunting things I've ever had to do in video games. So I'm really excited for a 2D Metroid game to return. Almost 2 decades, man. So if that's not a case for Nintendo winning E3 right then and there, well, they weren't done. First, we did have a lull in the middle here, so this Direct wasn't perfect for me, of course, but I don't think there will ever be a Direct that everything shown will be something that I'm personally excited for. Some people may have enjoyed this segment, and that's great, but I personally found this part to be padding, as all Directs have padding. What people consider to be the padding, though, is completely subjective. But the next reveal blew us away harder than a full-charged Wario down B.
Did you miss me?
Warioware is back, and not just with a port for Switch, but a brand new game in the series. Everyone who has played Warioware knows how fun, creative, and chaotic it can get, so a new game is more than welcome, and another great moment in this Direct. At this point, I was riding the Nintendo hype train directly into the sun. Immediately after, SMT fans got treated very nicely with a new trailer and gameplay for SMT V. Now personally, I'm not very interested in this series myself, but this is too big of a game for me to consider padding by anyone's standard. I mean, this is very exciting news for people who love this series, so I'm excited for them. There was fucking Danganronpa, even. Yeah. This all right here to me was just complete padding. I mean, this right here was probably the reason that I would never give it a 10, was this segment right here. Plus, we've already seen Sparks of Hope. So, what's next? Fucking Advance Wars? Hell yeah, dude. That's for the older demographic, but still. I'm hype. Woo! Right here, this is the Zelda game that we all wanted to see today. Let's go. Yeah. We all know you're gonna show Breath of the Wild 2 at the end, so just show it. Just show it. There it is. That's what we all wanted to see. New trailer, gameplay, we know it's coming next year, but there's still no name reveal, and they didn't show Link's face, so there's still mystery surrounding it. But then Link is doing some arcane shit, jumping out of puddles, and he gets so excited, and it was a great moment in Nintendo E3 history, and a perfect way to cap off the return of the Nintendo Direct standard that we've come to know and love from this company. I'm going to give this one a solid 8 out of 10. Some padding, but everything that was shown that I was excited for all blew away my expectations, and I'm excited to feel some positive things in regard to Nintendo again. There's still a lot to be done on their end, but this to me feels like the starting point of making us all proud fans once more. Let me know what you thought about the Direct, and as always, thanks for watching guys, I really appreciate it, and I'll see you all in the next video. Have a great day, deuces! Let's go!